Hello everyone and welcome to a video that I'm super excited to film here. I have been waiting on this stuff to get to me the past couple of weeks here, so it's been a while. This video has been a process, but oh, I'm excited to finally be filming it now that everything has come here in the mail. I've got a bunch of stuff that I purchased from Instagram. I have been noticing lately, and I know this is not like, I'm not the first person to come up with this video, that's for darn sure, but I feel like lately Instagram has gotten a lot more full of ads. Like I'll get 2 photos from actual people that I follow, and then I'll get an ad, and then I'll get 1 photo, and then I'll get an ad, and then I'll get another couple photos, and then an ad. Like, it's just so many ads that I end up scrolling through, and so I thought it would be fun just to see, because they do seem to taper ads to each individual person, you know, based on the accounts that you follow, what kind of pictures you're always liking, that sort of a thing. So for me, I feel like I tend to get mostly beauty related, and then there's also a few other kind of like techie things, and then cat things. Like that's basically my whole Instagram feed. And so I went on Instagram, like I said a couple weeks ago now, but I went on Instagram and the first 5 ads that popped up, I did not get to pick these ads. These are just what happened. The first 5. I went ahead and I ordered those products, and I'm going to test them. I'm going to see if the ads actually work on Instagram in the sense that they actually are good products for me. And then also we're just going to see how the products perform in general. So in order of how they shipped to me, because literally I ordered these one after the other. I went through my Instagram, I screenshotted, you know, ad, scroll, screenshot an ad, scroll, screenshotted the ad, and then after that I went to those websites and then clicked order. So I ordered them all on the same day, all almost exactly at the same time, just boom, 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 boom. And yet shipping times really varied. The first thing that got to me here is actually the thing that am I the most excited about this? I don't know. I'm actually pretty excited about all of these things, but this was the only cat-related tool that I got on my Instagram feed, at least for those first 5 ads, and I'm excited to try this out. I do have my beloved Furminator that I use on my cats. I've got 2 very long-haired cats, so they do have very thick coats that I do have to brush almost daily and get all of that extra fur out so that they have less hairballs and so that they don't get matted. But this is another kind of a Furminator brush, if you will. It's supposed to be really good at getting out just mats and extra hair on all kinds of animals. They've got ones for cats, dogs, horses, all sorts of things. And they say that they are the original. This is called the SleekEZ grooming tool. I got the size small. This is a 2.5 incher. The actual look of this, it seems so simple. I mean, it's a wooden block, right? And then it's got a slightly wavy edge to it. I don't know if you can tell based on the shadows there that it is a bit ripply, and it's just got very short little tongs. They're a little sharp. It makes me nervous to brush my kitties with this, but it says it is not going to cut or damage the coat, hopefully also not the skin. Quickly remove loose hair, embedded dirt, and dander from your cat's coat without irritation. Extremely gentle, highly effective. Sounds great. The company also does have a 100% satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. It is entirely made in the USA, and the small size of this is $14.95 plus there's going to be tax. SleekEZ definitely had the fastest shipping in that it came to me like week of. I feel like it came just a couple days after I ordered it. It was super duper fast. The next couple of items came very quickly, not as quickly, but I think they came just a couple days after that SleekEZ brush. And the next brand that I see all the time on my Instagram are these velvet Caviar iPhone / Galaxy, Android, whatever phone cases. These are supposed to be just amazing, and they're not that expensive. Supposed to be shock absorbing, you know, they've got bumper proof, screen protection, all that good stuff. Pretty protective, designed in New York. The cases are $30, and for me, I was most excited, A, because I had almost ordered one of these just on my own from seeing it on Instagram all the time, and B, because the case that I have, I don't dislike the case that I have on my phone right now, I just was never like super jazzed about it. I've got the Samsung Galaxy S Plus, the S9 Plus, excuse me, but I feel like the cases that they had at the time when I got it, I just didn't really care for any of them. I picked the one that I liked the most, but like I said, I was never super jazzed. So I'm excited to finally be super jazzed with my case. Like I said, they've got iPhone cases, they've got Galaxy cases of all different kinds of models, quite older. Looks like the oldest they go back to for the Galaxies are the Galaxy S7 Edge, and they go back to the iPhone 5. And it looks like on the inside they've got kind of a suede softness for your phone. That's nice. I got the cotton candy marble print. I just thought it was nice and pastel and pretty, and I got very lucky in that when I ordered mine, they were doing a promotion where if you order a phone case, you get a free gripper thingy, which I'm slightly nervous to get because this would / does interfere with wireless charging, which is how I charge my phone. It's just so nice and easy. But this came free, so I just got the matching one here, which I am excited about. I'm a little nervous. It looks like this, it's not that it's cracked, it's just a little bit, I don't know if you're going to be able to see the texture there that is on the side where it's wrapped around, but it doesn't instill the most faith in me that it's going to protect my phone, but I guess time will tell. And then the thing that came at the same time, I was so excited for this Live Love polish. I get a lot of ads for nail polish, especially recently because I've been trying to swap out all of my polishes for vegan and cruelty-free nail polishes. And I feel like there are a lot of good, like, indie, smaller label brands that are on Instagram that I end up looking at. Looks like everything came, wow, nice packaging. I like that. Everything is nice and protected. I did get a few different nail polishes because like I said, I'm just wanting to test out some new brands and get some new brands, but one that I specifically got for this video is from this Honeybees in Bloom collection. It's in partnership with the New York Bee Sanctuary. This is just, like I said, the one that was advertised, so I figured I should get this kind. 100% of net proceeds from the In Bloom collection will go directly to reaching the 10K donation goals for bees at the New York Bee Sanctuary. Like I said, these are cruelty-free and 100% vegan, which is great. I went ahead and got the shade Iris, and what's really cool about this In Bloom collection is that they seem to be like heat-sensitive polishes. Basically, so it's kind of like a mood ring type of a thing for your nails, where the parts of your nail that actually touch your skin will be one color, and then the part of your nail that doesn't touch your skin, that has grown out a bit, will be a different color, which is why, oh, it bothers me so much. I have got two nails right now that are a bit shorter than the rest of my nails because they had chipped. I'm the type of person where I like all of my nails to be one length. It bothers me more than I can describe to have these couple of nails be shorter than the rest of my nails, but I wanted to be able to test this out and see the color changing and everything on my nails, even when they're not getting dunked in cold and hot water and that sort of a thing, to show you guys. So either way, the thing here that I think I am actually most excited about out of all of these products, I like to try my best anyways to do as little waste in the world as possible. You know, I'm learning little new things and tips and tricks every day. I am far from perfect, but one of the things is straws. Straws are horrible. Straws are bad. Go look them up. Look at the turtles. You will be sad. Or at least I feel like you should be sad. And one thing that I see advertised a lot on Instagram are these the FinalStraws, which I think is a great name. I love a good play on words. I don't know that it would necessarily be considered a pun, but oh, this is the final straw! And this is the final straw that you will ever need type of a thing. These are a bit expensive. They are originally $29.50 for one of these, but they have been on sale the past couple weeks, I feel like, for $24.50. Essentially what these are, you get a little carrying case, so these are super easy to just pop in your purse, so you will always have it with you, whether or not you are planning on going out to a place where you will be getting a drink, be it a Starbucks, any other kind of coffee shop, a restaurant, whatever. You can tell them, no straw please, because you have your own straw. Ooh, that is a sexy case. They call it a sexy case. It's got a really nice magnetic closure to it. I love that. It's got the little ring here if you want to attach it to a keychain or something. It says, pull for magical deployment experience. Yeah, you guys want to go on this magical journey with me? I'm actually a little scared this is gonna like But yeah, here it is. We've got a straw. It is a nice metal straw, and it is, as you saw, collapsible. Feels nice and sturdy. It's got a rubber end on both ends. I got the silver one. They do also make rainbow colored ones, but I think the rainbow color was sold out when I ordered it. Okay, that broke. It said to pull up, but now, uh-oh. There we go. Maybe that's why. It seems like they are updating the design on their website. Does this thing just clean it? I mean, I like that it is built in and everything, nice and easy, and this, you know, is a little drying rack for it. Although that squeezy does make it a little tight. It's a bit of a tight squeeze in there, but I think overall we're gonna be okay. We have got our reusable straw, which that's amazing. I feel like that kind of a material, this stretchy material in here, is gonna break so quick and easy being folded up like that all the time, but I'm assuming that is not the case. And I'm so excited about this, yay! And then, last but not least, I actually don't have this yet. It's getting to me in the mail tonight. I'm getting a paint plot, which is a paint by number, which I'm super excited about. Every now and then I will also get some art type ads on Instagram or art products. I love paint by numbers. I think they're really fun, even though I don't like technically need a paint by number in order to make a piece of art. You know, I am an artist myself. I feel so, I don't know why, I'll never get over saying that. It just feels strange to me, but for those of you who don't know, I do have my master's degree in fine arts, but I still like me a paint by number, and so I hadn't got one, and these are on like actual canvas and stuff. I'm excited for the one that I chose. I got a tiger that's swimming that I think will look really nice next to another paint by number that I have framed up in my apartment of a fox in the forest, and I'm excited to see how the quality is once that gets to me. So I'm gonna go and get to start testing this stuff. First things first, I really want to paint my nails, so that's what we're gonna do together. Alright, so here we go. Here are my nails. Like I said, I've got this one and this one that are shorter than everything else. But either way, so I'm gonna go ahead. I do have my top and my base coat here. For the sake of this video, I am only going to use those on one of my hands because I feel like it is a slightly unfair advantage in that this top and base coat are kind of sort of a magical combination that can't be beat, and it makes even very crappy nail polishes work very, very well. The base coat is just the Zoya Anchor base coat, and then for top coat I use Seche Vite. I do also already have my cuticles all nice and trimmed up, so those are nice and ready to go. Feels so strange not to be putting a base coat on my other nails, but as you can hopefully tell, this side is shiny, this side is not. That's because we have a base coat and a not base coat hand. This is the type of polish where the top pulls off and then you've got the twisty part underneath. Butter London polishes are like that. I went ahead and I shook it up. And now let's see how this does on the color changing properties. Ooh, it's pretty opaque. For a sparkly polish like this, I was expecting it to be a bit sheerer, but I am not complaining. That went on really pretty nice and opaque, honestly. It is going on really nice and smooth, you know, sometimes some glitter polishes like this can go on pretty chunky, but it's a really nice, smooth, liquidy formula. I like the brush. The brush is nice and thick, and the shape is nice. The shape gives a nice even coating, makes it very easy to apply, because some brushes I feel like they only hold enough nail polish to not even coat half of your nail, and you have to go in for another dip before you're even done with your pinky nail type of thing, but that was all very nice and easy, so yay! So this is actually drying down pretty quickly as well. I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't put a top coat on this. I mean, I'm still going to do another layer of this, but it's kind of drying down to like a matte finish almost. But it did dry pretty quickly, and it actually looks like online they recommend to put a top coat on top of it so that this does have a shiny finish. So I actually might want to put a top coat on my other hand. Oh, decisions. Now here we have 2 coats on. Some of them look like they'd be fine being done by now, but a couple of my nails look like they could use a 3rd coat, and on their website they do say that this is opaque in 2 to 3 coats, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so here they are all cleaned up. I just went ahead and, you know, used some Q-tips and some nail polish remover to remove the extra around my nail beds, and now they are dry enough where they could use a top coat. Just figured I would show you the texture of it without the top coat. I mean, it's really not textured, but it does have a slightly matte shimmer effect to it, if that makes sense. It doesn't have your traditional glossy nail polish look. I'm also a little sad. It's not like I mean, just sitting like this, the color change isn't happening at all in terms of the parts of my nail that don't touch my actual skin. That's how they show it in the pictures, so I guess that's just kind of how I would expect it to be when it's just sitting, you know, like this, but apparently not. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a top coat on here. And ta-da! We've got a nice glossy finish now. Yeah, like I said, and like I hope and think you can see, we have absolutely no color changing on the tips of my nails, be it my longer nails or my shorter nails. This is a sad, sad sight to see. I wanted it to look like the pictures! Just thought it looked so cool, where the tips were purple and the rest were blue. Oh, Lacey, we'll see if things change. But for now, this is what we got. Alright, hello everyone. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. I wish I could say I'm feeling good, but I'm still sick. But that's okay. I've got things to make my day much better and brighter here. I am going to change out my phone case, which I'm a little nervous to do, I'm not gonna lie. So my phone, as you can see, this was the case. Like I said, I don't hate it. It's just kind of glittery and yeah, it's whatever. Hopefully, can you guys see my phone is cracked up top? That's great. I think that happened on like the 2nd day I got my phone. I was real bummed. The case that this is in right now. Oops. Good timing. You texted me. Mooty! My mom gave me a bag of popcorn the other day, and she wants to know if I liked it. But yeah, this is an OtterBox, if anyone is curious. It did okay. It didn't completely protect my phone because, like I said, my phone is cracked. Phones feel so weird when they're naked. So weird. Anyways, we're gonna slippity slide this guy in here. Oops. Okay, let's try not to get cat hair trapped in there. Not the end of the world if it does, though. Wouldn't be the first time. And there we go. Okay, I feel like, ooh, it just feels so different. This one feels a lot less bulky. Not that I thought this one felt bulky, but it makes me feel like this is less protected. I feel like my phone has less of a lip on it now, yeah? But the buttons all work, and you know, it's a phone case. Oh. The little side things are they're touch sensitive, so I don't even have to push the button. Then when this is in my purse, that's just gonna be awful. It's gonna be pushing this all the time. Sometimes it seems to do it and sometimes it seems to not. That's a little alarming. And then when I actually try and push it, it like doesn't work. This is not good. I don't like that, my friends. I can't use my volume buttons now very functionally. Anyways, it's just kind of, it's got a life of its own. I'm not even touching it right now and it's making the volume go up and down. Okay, well, we'll see if I can get used to that. Anyways, what I'm really excited about here is what I'm pretty sure, at least it should be, the paint by number thing. I was very confused and couldn't figure out what the heck I had ordered. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna guess this is my paint by number. So here is how it all comes packaged. We've got the paints, it comes with a few little paint brushes, it comes with a little guide so you can know what this is supposed to look like when it's all finished. We have got the canvas pieces here, which I assume you're gonna wanna stretch the canvas before you paint. At least I would assume it's like a traditional painting in that sense. But I don't know, the paint by numbers that I've ever done in the past, I think have always been on like a painting board, whatever that's called. So not I mean, it's not canvas, but you know what I mean? It's like the practice painting boards you can get. Now, I will say, being a painter myself and having built many a canvas in my day, the wood that comes with this feels very flimsy. The wood that you use to stretch a canvas makes a huge difference just in how your painting is going to last over time, because with the stretching and tug of the canvas and just gravity and everything, eventually the wood it can buckle, it can warp, just all that sort of stuff. And this feels like if I bent it even a little, I could break it in half. So it doesn't give me great peace of mind that this is gonna work really well. I mean, it's just, can you hear it? It's really lightweight wood, but we'll see. And to build this, you just have to slide the pieces in place. Yeah, I mean, the wood is already splintering on this, but I guess you get what you paid for. So you just want to make sure the rounded edges are all on the same side. Oh, good God, please don't snap on me. Okay, so these are not lining up the greatest. See how this one is not completely flush, but we might just have to deal with that. And then the canvas here comes in some nice bubble wrap. Oh, they supply you with little push pins. I thought you would have to use a staple gun like how you normally would build a canvas, which is what I was planning on doing, but okay, I was about to say I'm slightly confused. This looks very blank, but on this side we have got the actual paint by number, and it does feel like it's weird. It doesn't completely feel like gesso on here, which is like what you use to paint a piece of cloth canvas to prep it for paint to stick to, but it does, it's got something on it, that's for sure. Let's go build this. Hopefully you guys can see. Now, I don't mean to brag, but back in undergrad I used to be one of the better canvas stretchers out there, so hopefully I can teach you guys a lesson or two. But like I said, first things first, don't use crappy wood to stretch a canvas on. Second thing second, I tend to also not like the kinds that slide together like this. Sure, they make it easy to get your right angle and everything, but they don't always end up connecting properly and that sort of a thing, so I'm just saying. I've got a cardboard thing down just to protect my table since it's glass. I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna work out, but what you do, have the print facing it down so that you will be stretching so that it does fit that way, and it looks like, yeah, from what I saw, it really does match up pretty evenly on the edges. So you're just gonna want to make sure you have it to where it's supposed to be. For my little brads, I'm just gonna put one in so that it, yeah, I mean, the fact that I didn't even need a hammer to push that through the wood, this is some real cheap wood. But yeah, what you tend to want to do when you stretch your canvas, because you do want it to be tight, although the fact that this is pre-gessoed, that might be making quite a bit of a difference here, because usually when you stretch canvas, you know, you want to pull it really tight. Once you gesso it and everything, you know, things will end up kind of cementing together, I guess you could say. But in order to make sure that it is stretched evenly in all directions, you just want to go from side to side on alternating sides. That really didn't make any sense, but like, so you do these two sides first, and then you go to this side, and then you go back to this side, and then you go back to this side, so that it's evenly doing this, because if you just do it all lengthwise the first time around, it's not gonna, then when you end up pulling it widthwise, it's gonna end up wrinkling and not look as nice. So I just like to start in the corner, or not in the corners, excuse me, in the middles. I'm a little surprised they don't give, I'm sure maybe online they've got stretching instructions, because otherwise I would have no idea. Well, there we go, we need a hammer for this one. Otherwise, I don't know how people would know how to properly fold the corners. But before we get to the corners, I feel like they should have provided 2 more brads to make things even, but in order to do the edging here, it is so hard to explain how to fold a canvas edge. It's a lot of practicing, but so we have it lipped out Yeah, you want to pull one side so that it's laying flush. Oh God, I don't even know, because I feel like it was the same when I would try and like teach my students how to do this. When I would teach, you know, painting. I was a TA in painting a lot of the time when I was in grad school and undergrad. Girls still got it. How do I explain this? I feel like in order to explain, I just show. You've got it taut, and then you hold that down, you grab the lip, and then with your thumb, you push it in so that it ends up kind of leveling. Oh, this is not something that can be easily explained. Ugh. Let's see here. You've got your edge, right? Yep. Okay. And so you've got this folded flat along the one edge. Hold that down and then grab this little flippy part of this other one, of the other edge that is, and you push this part in with your thumb, and so that makes it so that along this edge it's laying nice and flat, and then you kind of do a tucking motion. Just like that. I know. Just like that, she says. Well, like I said, this takes a lot of practice. I don't know why I was ever good at doing this. It just kind of came natural to me. Some people, or for most people, I should say, it takes a lot of practice. So don't feel bad if you don't get it right away. Again, you pull it taut. Yes. Nice. Very nice. And then you've got this little lip thing. You push your thumb in. Yeah. So that it's kind of resting against the side here, and that's going to make it so that it's going to lay nice and flat. See, because you want it to be a nice boxed flat edge. You want the crease of the canvas to go with the crease of the, or not the crease of, but the edge of the frame. It just looks nice and tidy, nice and neat. You know, think of it like you're packaging a gift. You just want it to look nice around the edges. Like I said, I wish they would have given one more brad for each of these ends, but I guess I'm just gonna space these out. Just kidding, I'm just taking my little paper stapler. It's sticking a staple in. Oh, it works, so don't hate the player, hate the game. I just like my canvas edges to be nice and pushed down, so I wish they would have given out more brads, but at the same time, my stapler's working too. There's no shame in a bunch of staples, my friends, and there you have a nicely stretched canvas that is ready to paint. Oh, I'm actually so excited to do this, you guys. It's a little hard to believe that each one of these contains the right amount of paint for this whole thing, but hey, that's what they gave me, that's what we're gonna work with. So I'm just gonna get to it. I tend to, when it comes to paintings anyways, there's different rules for different people, but I personally like to lay down, go from dark to light for the most part. So I save colors like whites and the really light blues usually for last and work my way there. But anyways, I'm gonna start with number 3. Alright, you guys, let's see if this SleekEZ works now. Oh, Fig, you want to be the first one to try? How's that feel? It's a little different, huh? Do you like it? Is it good or bad? Okay, it seems to be good. Does it feel nice? He seems to be okay with it. We even got a bit of a lay down. He says, "I'll take more of that, please." Okay. It doesn't feel like it's going through his coat as smoothly as like the Furminator does, but honestly, Fig is not the biggest fan of being brushed. So the fact that he is laying down and kind of asking for this, this is kind of a shocking for me anyways. Seems to really like it. Oh honey, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And it is definitely, it's not getting out as much hair as the Furminator does, but that was always one thing I always kind of wondered about. Big didn't like getting brushed because maybe it felt like it was yanking his coat out, because like I said, that one takes out a lot of fur. It gets out the undercoat really well. So maybe it was just yanking out too much of his fur and it didn't feel good. But this seems to feel good. Seriously, you guys, I'm usually having to like chase Fig around and like, no, come on, let me keep brushing you. He's actually purring. I doubt you can hear it, but he is purring away. Oh, Fig, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you like this one. And it does look like, because it also said on their website, you know, that it's good to get out not only the excess fur in their coat, but also for dander, or dandruff, whichever one it is. And Figaro definitely does get some dander, like on his back. I always see a bit of it. Looks like it's actually definitely getting rid of it. I don't necessarily like see it in the fur that's coming off, but I can see much less dander in his actual coat. So that's awesome. Oh, Fig, I'm so happy. You're such a good boy. Let's see if you guys can hear the purrs. Are you happy? Yes. Well, I think this is Figaro approved. I just wanted to see if you would be able to see the lack of dandruff. Because to me, that's where the biggest difference is here. I'm sorry I didn't take a before shot. He was just so ready to get brushed. Let's see if Mr. G likes it. Hey, Fig. Hey, Fig, this is not your turn. Do you like that? Yeah, Figaro liked it. You too? Does it feel nice? Yeah. Now this is the real fluff monster right here, Mr. Siberian. He's got that tri-coat that just don't quit. So he is not enjoying it as much as Figaro, but he's not entirely upset by it, I say as he tries to claw his way away. But especially during the springtime here, shedding off that winter coat, that undercoat, it is so important, especially longer-haired cats and dogs too, to get all this out so that A, it doesn't mat, because matting can really hurt your animal, and also, at least with cats, to prevent fur balls, because otherwise they're going to lick all this up, and their tongue acts like a little brush, and that's how you get hairballs. It's really quite simple and unfortunate, but if you are good about their grooming and brush them the proper amount, then you really shouldn't have problems with hairballs at all. I very, very rarely get them with either of these guys. Yes, you're all done. Okay. But yeah, there you go. This is a little less than I would get with the Furminator, I'll say that much, but I do typically brush these guys. I try to do it every day. I'm not the best at doing it every day, but if anything, every other day for sure. This is pretty usual. Like I said, a little less than normal, but Figaro loved that, so I'm very happy about that. And G is like, woman, where are my treats? I know we just did the thing. I know it's time for my treats now. Yeah. Time for some positive reinforcement. Treat! Treats! Yummy! Oh, G, don't be camera shy. You know you like them. There you go. Nom, 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 nom. I wish I got treats every time I brushed my hair. The time has come. Going to the mall. Probably gonna get some coffee. So, FinalStraw. To the rescue! We have secured the iced chai with coconut milk. We say nay to those straws. No, Cassie. Oh, excuse me. We say nay to those straws. And yay. Can we get a thumbs up? To those straws. There, can you film the insertion? Okay. So here we go. Straw is ready. A little bit of problem. There we go. Nice fit. Let's see.
No leakage.
Works like a straw. It's delicious. Drink has been finished, so we take the straw out. My mom and I both have determined it has a slightly metallic taste to it. That was a bummer. And now we have, I feel like this is gonna squirt out. Nope. Okay, I've got it all folded up. I thought it was gonna squirt out all over me. It did not. It's good. This is good. We stick it in. Now I can bring it home and wash it. Heyo, no turtles harmed in the drinking of this chai. Right, so I'm home now. Got my FinalStraw here. I'm probably looking a little disheveled, yes. Game of Thrones today had me wrecked. But something that was not wrecked was my purse. There were no leaks or anything that I noticed, so that's good with the FinalStraw. Ah! Just gets me every time. Alright, so I wasn't expecting that, but now they say to clean this. I mean, first off, I'm going to clean the drying rack since that, you know, had some coffee in it, I'm sure. Rubbing my straw, so I'm just giving this a little soap and brush action. I'm a little bummed that you can't put this through the dishwasher. I feel like that would be a good choice, but they say all you need is some water, so I just ran that through the water. And then you just squeegee through. Squeegee? Squeegee, squeegee? I don't know. How do you know if you've done a good job, right? It still smells like chai in there. I don't trust it. Do I dare? Oh, I dare. Run some soap on this. Smells slightly less like chai. Alright, well, we're just gonna trust it. They say that's all you have to do for cleaning, and then they show you bending in half and sticking it in the drying rack to dry, and voila! Are you ready, Fig? Aye, aye, Mommy! I can't hear you! Aye, aye, Mommy! Ready! Hello, friend. I just wanted to show you guys the time, / more importantly, the date. The time has come. How will I find another polish like you? So, I've had this on for way too long. Like, way too. I think it's been 10 days? It's been at least 10 days, I'll say that. And this one shipped about 2 days ago, and this one just peeled off last night. Mainly because, heyo, I use those fingers a lot. Especially with this phone case, because, like, I've been having to take it off every night in order to charge it on my wireless charger. I've been really liking this keyring on it, or whatever you call it. Their version of a pop socket, whatever. It has made things great. But it also makes it so I can't wirelessly charge. And so to get the phone case off, I've had to peel it off, and that's how the nail polish came off. I guess here is a last hurrah for you guys. Pardon my slightly dirty sink. Here is the polish room temp. Very pretty. And then we get it cold though. Oh. Now it's purple. But you can see I have very warm hands, so like it is partially doing the color change that I wish it was like all the time. How pretty is that when the purple actually comes through? Let's do a close-up. Ooh, so pretty. See that? I love that color fade though. Oh, so pretty. I just wish that that happened more often, but it only happens like when I'm doing the dishes or that sort of a thing. But my nails are way too long. I need to cut them. They're really annoying me. Hello, so kind of quick update. I don't even remember the last time I talked to you guys for this video, but a couple things here. So I just got to a location to have Mother's Day brunch, lunch, whatever. I didn't know how to, I don't know how to get anywhere. I'm awful with directions, so like I always have to put my phone in the little holder thing. There's this clip-on thing. I love it! Except, you know, it interferes with wireless charging, and it also, I mean, it works in my little car clip. It's just not great. So, here it is, and then here's the phone, and it does clip in. It's just, it's a little, it's a thing. Since, like I said, I'm going out to eat, I am going to be using my straw, my final straw, so that I can see if it tastes like chai still, like I mentioned, since it still kind of smelled like chai tea after I washed it. So it has been washed and everything, but we shall see if there's any residual tastes. I'm gonna go inside. A little bit of chai. Just a little though. I take it back, there's a lot of chai. Alright, the time has come. I have questions. My dishwasher, it will have answers. This might be the last time we see this final straw. I'm gonna be really sad if this destroys it, but I mean, I guess for YouTube, for science, for tears. Goodbye, straw. Goodbye, holder. Please don't let this be the final straw for you. Boop. Alright, they're clean. Let's see. Straw. Totally intact. Yes. As is the case. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alrighty, hello everyone. I honestly cannot remember when I last checked in with you guys for this video. I have been testing out these products for the past at least 3 weeks here. We might be going on a month, so I can definitely tell you some things on how I feel about all these Instagram products that I purchased. I'm gonna go from my least favorite to my most favorite thing out of the 5, but to preface, none of these were bad products. Honestly, I've been getting a lot of use out of all of them, and I'm not super upset with any of them, so I will throw that out there. The thing that I am going to put as my least favorite is going to be the phone case. That is purely, though, just because of the thing that I stuck on the back of it, the holder on the phone case. And this is like one of those things where it's like, really, Cassie? But like, yeah, really. I value my wireless charger more than I value having the little ring to be able to help hold my phone. Now, granted, I do really like that for when I'm trying to like stand my phone up or whatever to watch a video or something. That's been really nice. And I have been enjoying having the ring on the phone, but I do hate having to take my phone case off every single freaking night because I like to charge my phone wirelessly, and also a lot of times I do use my phone just if I'm having trouble sleeping and I need that white noise. You know, I'll go on YouTube and find like a clip of rain or a clip of some kind of white noise that goes for like 10 hours, so I have to have my phone charging during that time. And wireless, I just like it. I have a wireless charger, I want to use it. So like that's all. As a whole though, the phone case is just fine. I haven't had any problems with my phone cracking or anything. I'm gonna be putting my OtterBox back on my phone for sure. Also just feels a lot more secure and sturdy. Not that the other one has had any problems, you know, protecting my phone, but I like this one better. That's just personal preference. Moving on, like I said, not a bad product, but in the ranking of things, and would I recommend it? Paint Plot. I am really enjoying doing a paint by number. It's a lot of fun. I love having a little crafty project that I'm working on, be it usually my cross stitch, but now I'm doing my paint plot. There are a few things that are a little quality control. The brushes are really cheap that they give you, which like, I guess I understand. The ferrules get really detached and wobbly. Now granted, once they finally fall completely off, you can just super glue them back in, but it's still kind of annoying. The paints, I did run out of the black paint that they provided. They did provide, I think, 3 or 4 cups of it, but since there's so much black on the painting as a whole, it just wasn't enough because these paints, they're just not opaque enough to do just one layer. If it would have been just one layer, I probably would have been fine with the amount of black that they provided, but the fact that I have been having to layer these paints in order to make them opaque and also to cover, you know, the number and the lines and stuff underneath them, especially with the lighter colors like the yellows and the really, really light celery greens, those ones I'm having to do like 2 to 3 layers. So kind of disappointing. You know, it's not that the paints are bad quality, it's just that tends to mean that they are a bit cheaper of quality quality paints. That's just the nature of the beast. And also the canvas, I don't know, you know, as much as I appreciate it being on canvas and pre-gessoed so then they could print out the paint by number, maybe you just have to wait until you're done to stretch it onto the canvas, but it's just so wiggle wobbly with the paint. Like there's just reasons why you stretch the canvas and then you gesso it, not you gesso the canvas and then you put it on the stretcher. There's an order to things, and sometimes that reasoning is sound in how it's supposed to be done. So I'm probably going to take mine off of the canvas and just buy like a flat board and wrap it around that or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out, because I do really like the painting. I'm not done with it yet, but I guess I can show you here. Here's the tiger, he's coming along. Like I said though, can you see how the canvas, it can just boop, boop, boop. That's a bummer, and it does get wrinkly because of, you know, how it was rolled up and transported and pre-gessoed and everything, so it's just not working out in those terms, but overall I think the painting is turning out really nicely. I just feel like if I were ever to get another paint by number, I probably wouldn't get it through this company. Now, my top 3 things, it's really hard for me to rank these, really hard, because I really love these other 3 things that I've purchased, like a lot. They've been wonderful, but I'm gonna put this one in 3rd place just because. So in 3rd place, I am going to be putting the nail polish that I got from Live Love Polish. I loved that nail polish for what it was worth, you know, but what it was worth was that it was very expensive. I think that's why I'm putting it in 3rd place. But granted, that being said, that polish was the polish that did not, could not, would not quit. Oh my god, I had that polish on for at least 2 weeks. It might have been 2.5 by the time it finally started chipping off, but it was at least 2 weeks. And granted, yes, I use a base and a top coat, but that doesn't make my nail polish last that long usually. Like, I've had this nail polish on for not even a week yet, and I'm starting to see, you know, it's still on, but it is starting to get a little rough around the edges type of a thing. That nail polish, the quality of that is insane. So if you're willing to spend a little extra money to get more longevity out of your polish, maybe you want to check out Live Love Polish. Plus they're all cruelty-free vegan, like that's great, so anyone should be able to buy and try their polishes. I also put it a little lower because of, I don't know if it was necessarily like would be called false advertising, I really don't know, but like the color changing effect of it in the way that they showed it, yes, the color change did work if you put your hands like completely under the water and everything. Yes, 100% the color change worked, and I really liked being able to see that throughout the day. But what I wanted was how they showed it online on these fingernails, where it was, you know, the part that touches your skin is one color, and then the longer part of your nail that doesn't touch your skin should be the other color because it shouldn't be warm. That's just not how it worked, and my nails were really freaking long when I filmed that video, so I was just bummed out that it didn't work out that way for me. But that being said, like I said, quality nail polish. Really insanely good. In 2nd place, I am going to be putting the pet grooming brush, which slightly pains me, but I think the only reason I'm putting it, well, there's a couple reasons. I've been loving it for Figaro. Figaro adores that brush. Oh my gosh, just turns into a pile of mush. And like I said, it's not that he hated being groomed before, being brushed, but he didn't love it, you know, like he would always try and squirm away, like I said when I first tried it. But with this brush, he just melts. He purrs when I am combing him. Like, it's insane. And to be able to get out that really soft, fluffy underlayer of his coat is great. And also the amount of dander on him. I'm just really happy that that brush really does get away the dander. Because I know a lot of people say, well, you just need to wash him more. And I'm just like, do you have cats? I personally value my life, and so my cats only get baths when absolutely necessary, like when there has been a poo explosion moment, and then I sacrifice myself and my skin and my well-being. You know, I'm cut up. I'm real cut up after giving them a bath. Thankfully, I've only had to do either of them a handful of times, but bathing my cats is not something that I enjoy or would put myself through if I don't have to. Being able to get away the dander and everything this way, it really has been working, and that's great. I feel like it's a cosmetic thing that he had a little bit of dander in his coat. It wasn't like everywhere or whatever, but cosmetically, at least it's not there anymore. So I've really been enjoying the brush for that. Like you guys also saw, you know, Galileo doesn't hate it, but it also doesn't get out his really undercoat. Like I feel like the Furminator does way, way better on Galileo's coat, and I feel like Galileo likes that one better. So just it's gonna be a pet preference, I guess. But like I said, I love having that brush now for Figaro. If he's ever cuddling with me, I just pet him with it, and he like I said, he's absolute mush. He loves that brush. Turn your pet to mush. Use our brush. Dear SleekEZ, if you take that away from me, I want some credit. And then last but not least, if you can't tell, my final product, my top product is the FinalStraw. I have been loving it. Oh, so happy. We started off a little rough with it in that it made my drink taste a bit metallic-y and everything, but I think that just has to do with time and washing it. That I have used it and washed it multiple times, and now that I have found out that I've been able to run it through the dishwasher and have had no problems, 100% love my FinalStraw. I don't know why they don't advertise it as dishwasher safe, so like don't necessarily take my word for it. I don't want to destroy anyone's FinalStraws because they are spendy, but I'm just saying, for me, I've been able to put it through my dishwasher. I have done it 3 times now and it's fine. But that's just been my experience. I don't know. I just love having it with me in my purse. It is super compact, travel friendly, all that good stuff. You know, it doesn't leak. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to have, and to save the environment like that, I see no problems here. Everyone else thinks it's super cool too, so I would highly recommend it. Now granted, I can't speak on the new version of the FinalStraw, but from what I can tell online, it looks mainly just like the case is what has been redesigned and not the actual straw itself. But either way, that has been my experience here with these 5 Instagram ad products that I purchased. Let me know if you enjoyed this video or if you have tried out any of these products and your experiences with them. Definitely tell me if you would like me to do this again. I had so much fun. It was something different for me to test out here on my channel with you all, and like I said, I thought it was really enjoyable, and I have found some great new products from great new companies from doing it. So you can also not only leave me a comment, but you can let me know if you enjoyed this video by giving it a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap that notification bell down below. Become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!